Okay, whilst I'm on a roll, thought I'd do another beer review. So this time it is an American brown ale. Brewed a couple of these. Haven't really tweaked any recipes because I haven't really found one that fundamentally I like. So this is another new one. Not tried it before. So um, Grain bill is as follows: 488 grams Maris Otter, 300 grams of pale chocolate malt, 63 grams of caramel, and 50 grams of biscuit. Aiming for 42 IBUs, was aiming for 6.1% and ended up 4.9. Ah, yes. Now, this is when I was having my issues with or what I perceived to be a combination of maybe things speeding up the kind of brewing aspect of it, steeping the grains, trying to shave off time. I think I've either potentially or in combination with exposed the grains to higher temperatures for too long, or I think I think my grain bag was blinding, so wasn't getting the sparging wasn't really working efficiently. So I've since bought a new bag. All problems have been sorted, and I'm taking my time and seem to be getting better results. So I think it's a combination of those two things. So long story short, really, really down on the points on this. So don't know whether it's going to be slightly sweeter or not. Potentially, really don't know. Hop profile in this was 3 grams of Chinook and New Zealand Cascade at 60. Was meant to use US Cascade, but only had New Zealand, so just use that. 15-minute 6 gram addition of Cascade, and Whirlpool 6 grams of Cascade for 10 minutes. And yeast on this was Safel US05. So let's see what she is like. It's just out of the garage, bit cold, but not as cold as if it was in glass. I think the glass seems to retain the cold more. The bottle doesn't seem to. This is just out, and if anything, it's colder now than it was earlier. This isn't nearly as cold as a glass bottle, so I guess that's maybe a pro or an observation. I don't know if anyone else kind of feels the same way about that, but no, this doesn't seem nearly as cold as the glass does. That's maybe a pro. I know sometimes like people don't get as good carbonation in these but I sometimes find that, but that's why I put the brown ale in the pet bottles, because I kind of thought, well, they're not as meant to be as carbonated as maybe an APA or IPA or something like that. So anyway, I've been rabbling for 3 minutes now, so let's just crack it open. Hopefully there's a hiss at the end of it. Bottled this on the 27th of February, so it's been in the bottle about a month, so yeah, decent amount of time. So, yeah, wee hiss. Hopefully you heard that. Wee bit of can smoke. And just thought I'd choose this glass just because it was clean. Despite the hiss, there's not that much head action going on, so I'll just give it a bit more of aggressive pour. That's some sediment just at the bottom there, so I'll just stop there. So this probably won't show up very well on camera. Got this really, really crap pen that is absolutely doing SFA. As you can see or not see is the question. That's really not helping, so we'll get rid of that. Probably not showing up on camera, but really, really dark. Can I see anything through that in the light? In any light? No, that is really dark. Really, really dark. I'd say it's darker and brown, most definitely. Certainly the head is a nice tan to dark tan head. Finger head, probably half a finger's head of really fine, quite fine bubbles. quite creamy. Doesn't seem to be dissipating. But there's obviously not a lot of it either. Let's see what cheese smells like. Definitely pick up the chocolate straight away. Every footage that I do, I pick up that light, my spotlight, is gone. And I always think to myself, I really have to replace that before I do my next video footage. And it's been going on for months now, and I still haven't replaced it. It's terrible. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, what else do I smell? So I believe Cascade is meant to give, or certainly New Zealand Cascade is meant to give a kind of a slight grapefruity lychees or something. Now, I've never had lychee, so I don't really know what that is meant to be like. But did I pick out grapefruit? Definitely not. It's very strongly chocolatey. Not in a bad way. Biscuit, maybe faint, but if I didn't know biscuit was there, I probably wouldn't pick it up. So it just smells chocolatey. Anyway, let's go in. Let's go in for a second one. It's actually quite nice. 42 IBUs, don't taste them. Like I said, it is too cold. It is too cold. But I just thought, I've done a couple of beer reviews and Homebrew Wednesday vlog tonight. I thought, I'm on a roll, I'll just do another one. Probably should have waited, let this warm up half an hour or whatever, but straight at the garage, just thought, need a drink. Not had this one before, let's just review it while I'm on a roll. So, it's very smooth. It's quite balanced. Not really picking out any hops. I mean, considering I did a 6 gram, 1 gallon batch as I do, considering I did a 6 gram New Zealand Cascade Whirlpool edition, Cascade New Zealand Whirlpool 15-minute edition in the boil. I'm not really picking out any grapefruit. Like I said, I don't know what lychee's meant to be like, but the malts are most definitely dominating. Not in a bad way, but then I kind of question what's the point of the Whirlpool edition. It's maybe too cold that just it's there, but I just can't smell it. It's nice to look at, most definitely. It's obviously, I've not hit the points that I'm meant to have, so I don't know what that means. If anyone can comment on that, if you say if you're, I was aiming for just over 6% and it ended up just under 5%, you know, what happens to that missing 1%? How does it manifest itself in terms of smell, taste? I don't know. Does it make it sweeter? Does it make it more bitter? Does it... What does it do? I don't know. So I guess the 42 IBUs is probably higher. If it didn't hit the ABV. You do get dryness. You do get bitterness. Not unpleasant at all. Decent. I wouldn't rave about it. Would I brew this again? Yes. Would I tweak it? Most definitely, yes. The the hops, I don't really pick them up. There's a dryness and bitterness to it that I'm kind of in two minds whether it could be down to the hops, it could be down to the malt, it could be down to either, or both of them. I don't know, is the honest answer. Does that make it well balanced? I don't know. I would tweak it. I'd have to have a wee think about how I would tweak this one. I don't know, quite perplexed by this one. Not disappointed by any stretch of the imagination, but I've brewed a couple of brown ales that I was just tasted and I was like, they weren't off, there was nothing wrong with them. It was just the recipe I came up with. I didn't either like the hops or whatever. But this one, I don't know, kind of sitting on the fence with this one. But for what is a beer review, kind of rattling on quite a long time now, so I'm going to finish up. But yeah, decent, but could do better.